Thank you very much. Just to acknowledge, thank you very much, Senator Murphy. Just to acknowledge, I suppose, the importance of accessibility, and I suppose the importance of this as well. I know Senator Clonan is raising a lot of things that we, I suppose, in government are reviewing and looking at as well. But I suppose I only wanted to highlight, Senator Murphy, the work at regional levels and Minister as well, like that we see across the likes of Roscommon and Galway as well. But if I might just highlight and maybe ask the Minister in your response, currently there's the Just Transition programme that's available to a number of counties in the Midlands and the likes of Banaslow Municipal District in Galway. One of the elements of that is for businesses that can look at accessibility. And I suppose one thing that we see even now, like, you know, even example here in Leinster House, they're installing a ramp, for example, just to be able to access the Taoiseach's gallery at the moment. We had a group up from the Roscommon Accessibility Group only 2 weeks ago. And there's certain challenges that we see in terms of just physical accessibility. The one thing I suppose I wanted to highlight is just with that Just Transition funding, there's funding for enterprises and businesses, Minister, and if you'd any thoughts about how we can encourage groups to apply for that, the deadline I think is June, the end of this year. So I just wanted to highlight that. And also just to thank the accessibility groups that did an awful lot of work. Particularly the importance of being an advocate that we've seen, particularly in groups like that Access Group, when it comes to our towns. We're seeing a lot of town centre first funding, the likes of Strokestown and Roscommon. Senator Murphy would know this very well as well, but like how we make our footpaths accessible, how we include people in that sort of planning process around sort of the town centre first fund, and then the follow-on funding, be it from rural regeneration or urban regeneration funds, about how we develop our towns. Sometimes it can be the most simple thing. It can be where we locate like a disabled or accessible parking spot, or it can be where, like say for example, some of the toilets here, for example, that there's not enough space or capacity for people to turn around. That user feedback I think is very, very important, Minister, and it was only just to highlight in rural areas that there are challenges, and just that there are some financial supports for businesses that may wish to be able to have that available for all customers, and that it is more accessible. Thank you very much.
Yes, now, before